Okay, so Andy, last year we looked at your interesting collection of pedals, which was kind of crazy distortion and unusual. And now you've got, what do you got this year?
Well, more crazy distortion and gain stuff as usual, but with an Animal Factory twist, of course. The Godeater pedal that you reviewed last year is finally out as a module, which a lot of people have been waiting for and writing to me from all over the world about. But I think the one thing that I absolutely did not announce, just took everybody by surprise with, is a real pentode VCA saturation module. It's a big 28 HP module, but hey, you want tube sound, you've got to have the size to it. You can also take a look at it under the hood.
So this is it without the tubes in?
Yeah, it's not connected. It's just there because I really like both the designs, and I'm trying to figure out which one people like more.
Yeah, that's a tough one to choose. They are both beautiful, aren't they? Very moire.
Yeah, I've started working with an amazing new designer named Anirudh Mehta, who lives in Bombay, and he does all the new designs, some fantastic, intricate work. So he really likes that one. I really like this one.
That's beautiful, but it's a lot harder to see what everything is on the one you got in your hand.
That was his point exactly. I mean, like he said, like just make it nice and clean and clear so you can read the labels.
But also, that looks beautiful without the tubes in. I like the scent that it almost looks like some sort of tape module, doesn't it?
Yeah, if I could just sell them this way so that they don't have to do anything but just look beautiful in a rack, it would be nice.
Yeah, well, save on some of the component costs. Actually, then why bother with any of the background? You just sell the faceplates.
Yeah. Yeah, why not? Yeah, blank plates. Well, I mean, it has a 2 PCB construction with a voltage pump that people can swap out as well, or just create a new charge pump for. This will take 12 volts and put it up to a higher voltage. In this case, it's running at 80 volts internally.
So what you can juice the tubes up a bit more?
Yeah, because then you get a bit more headroom. You get a little more clean headroom going without the tubes going into saturation. It's a fairly complicated construction in the sense that you've got some free wiring. This has the massive advantage that if you decide to use any other tube type that fits the socket, the user can just probably rewire the socket himself.
Right. So it's what tubes are you using?
The tubes being used here are 6 SJ7 metal can pentodes from the 1950s.
Right, okay.
Metal cans were used before glass technologies came into use in vacuum tube manufacturing. At this point, glass tubes were not made at all.
That's probably better in this instance because they're going to be a bit more protected, right?
Sorry?
They're going to be less breakable.
They're less breakable. Well, they have their advantages. They're a lot more durable. I mean, these guys survived from the 50s without breakages. These are also joint Army-Navy tubes. And the good thing is these ones never got popular. The audiophiles didn't like them. The guitar heads didn't like them. So you can buy military grade, never used tubes on eBay for $5 or something.
So you've got a stock, but it's while stocks last, I suppose.
I've got a small stock. I don't know how many I can make sensibly at this point.
Right.
But I just have a feeling like after this video comes up, the price of 6 SJ7s is just going to go up dramatically.
Well, but you need like a trading company, a 6 AJ. Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
Buy futures. Yeah.
The cool thing about pentodes is that pentodes have 5 electrodes. In this case, you have 3 grids that are accessible, and this module lets you access all 3 grids. Okay. So you can feed in audio to one, and then do control things on the others.
Okay. So you can sort of saturate control voltages. Or
it doesn't. It won't do that in the DC range because you still have an AC. You have DC. You need to block the DC on the output, otherwise it'll kill anything that comes out.
That's a question I asked that I have no idea what the answer would be anyway. So
yeah, no, this is one of those things that you'd use. I mean, it's 2 identical tube VCAs in one package.
Right. Okay.
So really simple in terms of the audio layout. There are 2 inputs on either side. So if you want to mix down different sources, you can do that as well. You can use it as a simple saturator. I'm going to turn off all the control voltage right now. Yeah, it's off. And give you an idea of what that sounds like now.
Oh yeah, we're feeding something in it, right?
I'm feeding a sawtooth in there. And if I turn up the gain, this is what it's like with the gain maxed out. Tube levels are really high, so even on just like 60% of the volume, you've already reached the amplitude of the input signal. So if you need to heat up a line level signal that goes into a Eurorack module, you can do that. The two inputs are on either side. Input 1 is normalized to the input 1 of the other side.
So can you chain them together and double saturate?
You can do with the flip of a switch.
So we get some soft clipping there and some real,
And it's real tube clipping, so I'm not using diodes or anything in that stage. Right now, everything's fixed, but let's say you were to feed in a control voltage signal, like I have a small, oops, this one's a little loose. I have a small ADSR signal coming in here. And now it is operating as a VCA of sorts.
And I guess almost because it's tube and saturated, you could actually change the timbre of it as the envelope changes a little bit.
Very much so, because so right now I have a slow attack envelope that's coming in. And let's turn down the CV a little bit on that one. Let's set the offset up a bit. So now you can like fade in. You can use it. You can use it in this setting to duck, for example. So that if you're feeding in, for example, a drum signal on the same module, you can just chain it out.
Okay.
Because you do have two completely separate paths.
Right.
It's fairly simple in terms of layout, but it can get really complex when you're doing stuff like I'm going to use the cinnamon filter in oscillator mode. Yeah. You get some ring modulation going on over there.
Okay, that's interesting.
Or you feed it to the suppressor grid, where it becomes more gated, fuzzy, crackly, all of that stuff. Like I said, I could really go on for a while. There's just a few inputs and outputs, but you can get very deep with this module.
And so you say you haven't decided on the final layout yet, so that I guess I mean it's not in production yet. How much and when? What's your plans?
I don't know I really don't know what it's going to be priced at yet. I mean, given the construction, it's not going to be as. It's definitely going to be more expensive than the other modules that I do. It's going to be. It's definitely not going to be in the 200 or euro price range for sure.
Right. Okay.
But I am happy with the way it sounds and functions at this point.
So it's just cosmetic now.
There's
right?
a couple of there's a couple of small things that change in terms of offsets and control voltage scaling. But these are really minor, and finally the cosmetics. I think it's going to be displayed because...
I think you'd be wiser for it. You can see what's going on. That is beautiful, but it's totally impractical.
Exactly. There's just too much going on, and I've seen how that works with some people. Another thing that I've kind of gotten feedback on that I'm taking very seriously here is just to use normal control names.
Ah, okay. So
instead of the old ones, so I think I'm going to have to revamp everything.
Ah, okay. So you've got quite obscure.
Yeah. But
so only you know the connections between what Zeus does and what
exactly.
it means. Right?
I think that's going to change from now on. So, yeah.
Well, I wish you the best of luck. Thank you very much. And people can find you. What's that? Because you're based in India, aren't you? Whereabouts are you based?
I'm based in India, in Bombay. It's at fuzzlove.in or animalfactoryamps.com. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Adi.
Thank you, Nick. Thanks for stopping by.